Hi, I'm Alec Paulson.
And I'm Cameron Ranlett.
And we're here at Hollis Brookline High School
to talk to students and staff members about the situation in Syria.
Come along with us as we hit the halls.
I'm here with social studies teacher, Mr. Robert Huckins. Mr. Huckins, how do you feel about the Syrian situation?
I think the United States is in a tough spot. I think President Obama's in a tough spot because he almost has to respond to a chemical attack because there's treaties that we've signed that actually say that that's wrong. But at the same time, I don't think there's really any good option. So if you go through all the different options that he has, I don't think any of them are actually very, very good.
So, first of all, I really want to applaud Mr. Obama for for actually talking to Congress about this before making any action. I feel like he really wants to know the American citizens' opinions on this topic.
I agree.
So I feel like that's a great step forward.
I'm here with class of 2014 member Jenna Hyatt. Jenna, I have a question for you on the Syrian situation.
Go for it.
How do you feel about the United States going in, physically putting resources and soldiers into the country of Syria to settle their civil war?
Well, personally, I think it's a very sad situation what's going on in Syria, but I don't know if it's the United States' place to come in. But on the same note, the United Nations has to do something when a serious crisis like this happens, so I think it's totally up for debate.
Wow. So do you have either a strong feeling either way about whether we should or should not actually send troops in?
I think I would lean slightly towards to do not, because less of our soldiers and there less dead soldiers on our part.
The U.S. has kind of like turned into the world's superhero, I guess, and they're always like there to save the day. But in the end, no one's here to save us when we need it. So really, I don't think that we should be there for them if they're not going to be there for us.
So you look more for like a mutually exclusive relationship.
Well, yeah.
And if we don't gain anything from helping other people, why should we help them?
In a way, I mean, there are reasons to help people. I mean, innocent people are dying and being hurt. So yeah, that's always a reason to step in. But when there's nothing in return, it's like you're giving, but you're never getting.
I'm here with Hollis Brookline High School history teacher, Mr. Lucas Woods. Mr. Woods,
Yes.
what is your response to the Syrian situation?
Well, I also believe that, yes, we are as a country, and President Obama's in a very, very tough position. There's really no easy solution to this. First off, the use of WMDs and chemical weapons or sarin gas, whatever it is they use, is of course horrific, and there's no place in the world for action such as that. However, my big question is that we've seen in Iraq is if we do decide to go in, whether it's drone strikes, boots on the ground, whatever you want to call it, what's the end game? And unfortunately, right now the blurred lines of the end game is kind of an issue for me. Is it strictly to help them strip them of WMDs? Are we supposed to take the Al-Assad clan, the regime down? And as we've seen in Iraq, when a country is ruled by a dictator for such a long time, they really don't know how else to live. So is this another country where we're implementing democracy? Do they even want democracy? It's really unfortunately tough to assess until I know really what the end game is. Once again, it's all about transparency, and I would never think that the Russian government is ever going to be completely transparent with us, especially the relationship with Syria. This goes back for decades and decades and decades.
Yeah.
So it's I'd always be skittish to get in bed with the Russians until I feel that they're actually telling us the whole truth.
Well, there you have it. Syria in a nutshell.
If you want to get involved in the conversation, send an email to thecavcron@gmail.com. Maybe your idea will be our next video.